Hello everyone to another, actually it's not another, but to another, welcome to my new thing that I'm going to try to do for now on. I'm going to try to give out schedules of games I'm going to be playing so often, so I can inform you people that I'm going to be, doing, sorry, I'm just being distracted by music in the background. That I'm going to be doing some games I'm going to be playing up until August, and I could have it. That's when actually up until September, I think. That's when the new game will be coming out. Will be Dragon Age Inquisition. It's a really hype game. I'm really looking forward to it. I am going halfway through Dragon Age 2, but we're gonna worry about that later. But anyway, your games I'm gonna be playing. I'm playing this week. First off, I'm going to continue the playthrough of Mass Effect, or the Mass Effect trilogy, until Mass Effect 4 comes out, as I already said before. It's very hyped. All the BioWare fans are looking forward to it. Matthew 2 Shepard, the evil version of me, will be. We're going to continue on that playthrough. We're going to continue on that playthrough until Mass Effect 4 is at least announced. I have some history about it because I did do several playthroughs of Mass Effect 1 a couple of years ago. I did like six. I beat it like 6 times, or I played it like 6 times in a row. But I never get. I would trade it in GameStop. I always trade it in. So I would never get rid of it. My brother and my mother will always complain, saying, "Why you keep buying Mass Effect? It's the same thing every time." But I'm like, yeah, but it has a good story to it, a good plot line, and you never know if there's gonna be a sequel coming out. And so over the past several years, it's been a good series. Um, I'm thinking 2 or 3 DLCs. I got 2 or more DLCs, 2 or 3. Sorry, 2 or 3 or more DLCs I got for the Mass Effect trilogy, but not for, but there were more DLCs I got for Mass Effect 2 because I got the Cerberus network, the access code, and I got some Microsoft points to get the Citadel DLC. I think Mass Effect 1 was the best selling game ever. Mass Effect 2 was kind of under the rug for me. Okay, it didn't follow the same plot line as Mass Effect 1. And it was following some other plot line that was real confusing. It was kind of confusing. Then when Mass Effect 3 came out, I started liking it again. Realsies. I'll do with the play. All I'm saying is this: I'll continue to play through for that game as soon as I upload this video. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, the very first one. I do have some history with the Ghost Recon series. I am a huge fan of the Ghost Recon series since the second one. I keep seeing playthroughs for it. I have a Ghost Recon shirt. I watched Steve play the game a little bit. I pretty much liked any army game that was there. It was my first game I ever played. That was the only game those were the only games I ever played. The were either hunting games or army shooting games. And I played Ghost Recon 2. I did not play Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I did have it, but it was not for me. It was for my brother, and he bought the game several years ago, but it started scratching up and such. A couple years later, my dad had this game, and I wanted to play it. Ubisoft and Tom Clancy has always did good army games, including the Splinter Cell series of games, and it's still continuing on to this day. I'm not sure about Ghost Recon though. I saw the Ghost Recon Future Soldier, the third outing for the Ghost Recon series. It wasn't as epic as the first two were. But I do enjoy the first 2 games, but not Future Soldier. I never played the game. Cause it had crappy graphics and the same old game, almost the same old gameplay. I had 4-player co-op to it. That was the fun about it, but it didn't have any extra features or the same gameplay. I really like the old version, like Ghost Recon 2. You can call out your squad mates, so you can pick different classes for your squad. But they changed it after that into this 4-player bulk, into his 4-player business, then I didn't enjoy. Do this playthrough is as soon as I could do that. Zach. In this game, Fallout 3, I do have a lot of history with this company, Bethesda Software. Bethesda Software were the people who were the reason the Elder Scrolls series started. And I'm talking about the old ways. I didn't play the very first Elder Scrolls game, but I did play Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and it was a fun looking game. I was enjoying it. I didn't care about the graphics at the time. I liked the gameplay. I liked the character choosing that you can pick different races and such. It was fun while it lasted. I didn't know there was any DLCs that came out after that. There's already a couple years later. I got the Steelbook case. If I can get it right here. I had the Steelbook case version of it, and it's supposed to come with 2 DLCs. One was called Shivering Isles, and one was called The Night of the Nine. The Knights of the Nine. But I never actually finished that DLC yet. But Fallout 3 I always loved Bethesda Software games. They were always number one in my opinion. But after that, Fallout 3, it was, how can I say it? It was kind of a mishmash for me. When I very first played the game, I really hated it. It had the same graphics as Oblivion. There was no extra features to it. I didn't really care about first person after Fallout 3 came out. And when I first played Fallout 3, I thought the game, forgive me all you Fallout fans and Fallout 3 fanboys who like this, I really thought the game was garbage. And like, I'm not even joking. The graphics were horrendous. Every monster who talked to you would look like freaking they would look terrible and such. And I quit playing the game after that. I got bored with it. I only played like 10 seconds of it until I got out of the pit, and until I got out of the first outing of the game, and I stopped playing it after that. I didn't care for it anymore. Then when Fallout New Vegas came out, I do have a case of it, and I don't know where it is. It's somewhere around this place. But I had Fallout New Vegas for the PS3 at the time. And once again, I didn't play it much often. When I got to the part where like you got to pick different classes and God. Once I started playing Fallout New Vegas, I played it only for like 15 seconds. Really, I did. I'm not even joking. I only played for like 15 seconds. I was already bored with the game. It was the same gameplay as Fallout 3. Sure, the game had a good story behind it. It had good characters inside, but it was the same gameplay. But I didn't care for it. And sure, Oblivion had the same gameplay also. You get to pick classes and such. But at least you can pick different races. And there's actually some new weapons, new armor lookings. And you have to. And there was. Let me say this. Let me put up in perspective. I had to hurry up because I had like 2 minutes left. I really did like. I would say I liked medieval style games during those times. I didn't really care about games like it was a freaking apocalypse world that you gotta fight through survival like Fallout does. I didn't really care about it. But now a couple of years later, since this year, I struck up and I started playing again. I started to enjoy the Fallout 3 and I enjoyed Fallout New Vegas more than I did for Fallout 3. I will do a playthrough of this. I had the Game of the Year edition. I already put in the freaking print the codes. I put in the second disc for this game, but I'm going to continue the playthrough of Matthew Shepard to Matthew Shepard of that playthrough. Then I'm going to do Ghost Recon. Then I'm going to do Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. After that, Fallout 3. I'll see you for the gameplay and so. Laters.